Hi friends, MD Vegan, a new juice recipe. I do that once a week in the average because it's always on my juice fasting day. We call it Gentle Juicefasting from Tree Yoga. Tree Yoga brought the flow into the yoga world. Cash flow, money flow, these kind of things were known already from the economy world, but in the yoga the flow came in by Tree Yoga, 1980. The flow means that you do something without violence, flowing like a dance. Every movement counts, like in the Asian martial arts, Tai Chi and so. This has been transported into Tree Yoga for a completely new experience, and the flow makes it so easy. Everything is easy. You have a systematic approach, you learn step by step, and then you can do everything with pleasure, with delight. Of course, there is some effort in the beginning, but as you proceed with a measure, it gets lighter and lighter to effortlessness. And that is a wonderful state. And you enter into the flow right away. You take a breath, you focus, and then you act. Aware. Always watching yourself. The idea, very simple idea. And the gentle juice fasting is part of that, Everybody can do it. You don't need to practice Tree Yoga for that. It is just a principle that you do something without pushing yourself. It was completely new to me. I do it now for several years. It's really wonderful. Once a week, so regularly, systematic, And then always, when it is too much, I only drink juices on these days. And when it's too much, maybe a little bit nauseous or headache or whatever, weak, then I slow it down. Maybe I eat something, a light salad, a soup or something, a smoothie, Otherwise, when I feel great, only juices, lots of drinking. The body cleanses, the mind purifies, self-reflection, a time to turn in and to be creative, also to give out again. My part of creativity is found here with these juices. Man, it's an amazing thing I can share with you. I always make new recipes. This, for example, is a beet juice. That is a beet juice because the red beet here, that's a whole red beet. Beautiful fruit. It's a plant. It's not a fruit, it's a vegetable, It grows under the earth. And it is very rich in sugar, high in sugar. Beets are high in sugar. Carrots too. The carrots here, also earth flavors, also high in sugar. And they add to the beet effect, I call it. The high sugar content of the beet allows for creating amazing flavors, new flavors that are hidden in the beet, I would say. But you have to add fruit. Today I add the plum. Here is the plum, that's a first edition. The plum today is the other base of the new flavor with the beet, new beet flavor. Red plums, now in season, so I can use them nicely, find nice red plums. And if you combine a sweet and sour fruit with the beet in a juice, for example, then these kind of flavors come out. I've never tasted that before. It's really amazing because somehow it seems that the hidden sugar in the earth flavor is opened up by the sweet fruit, or the sweet and sour fruit, and all of a sudden all of this sugar with the earth element comes into flavors. It's really, you have to try, it's amazing. Every new fruit I try creates completely new flavors with the beet, different flavors. The orange here, another fruit, also sweet sour, has a completely different effect than the plum. I have two large oranges here, or medium large, and whereas the plum creates a new flavor adding to the beet, the orange only makes the beet tasty. You drink beet juice by itself, it scratches in the throat. It doesn't taste nice. And you have this earth flavor still there. With the orange, this earth flavor is still tasteable. Whereas with the plum or the mango, there is no more earth flavor. It tastes completely different, a completely new flavor. So the orange is something like a neutral element to the beet flavors. You can add oranges to the beet juice and you still maintain the earth beet flavor in a pleasant way. Whereas mangoes, or in this case plums, add a new flavor. Carrot is the similar thing. I add the carrot to the beet because I don't want to change and want to create a new flavor. I want to give more volume to the earth flavor. Too much beet would be too heavy for this juice, so I add some carrots to make it a larger juice, more volume, still with earth flavors, but not the carrot flavor. It's not so much the carrot flavor here, it's the beet flavor predominant, but in a transformed way with the plum. So the plum beet juice is the base, orange and carrots are to expand the base, not adding new flavors. And that what adds another new flavor here to the plum. The plum juice I already tried. I tried plum beet juice, that was delicious. So I try it again together with basil. Basil is another spice, another seasoning. Yeah, it's an herb. It's an amazing herb, adding to the beet flavor. So it models this new flavor which I have from the plum and the beet. Yeah, adding the basil will create a new flavor. I don't know yet what comes out of that. I know already what it tastes like to combine the plum and the beet, but the basil I didn't try yet. So I will try today with the basil, and to highlight all the flavors there, I use lemon and ginger, a large amount here, 2 lemons and a big piece of ginger. You see, a large piece of ginger root. There's these two, lemon and ginger, I usually use to highlight other flavors in the same recipe. Not so much to add new flavors. In a similar way as carrot and orange, they play a secondary role here. They make the base a little bit larger, and the lemon and the ginger, they highlight the base. And the base is the trinity of beet, plum and basil. So it's a beet, plum and basil juice with some additions to make it larger and deeper, yeah, so to say. Yeah, that's a little bit pictorial, visual way of speaking with flavors. It's not always easy to describe. It's a very personal feelings. Everybody feels the flavors on their own. We don't have so much language in our day-to-day language to talk about the flavors, but it's okay to do that in a nice way with pictures. So I begin now, I come back in a moment, show you what it tastes like. It's always the big moment when the juice is ready. I didn't taste it yet, I didn't try it yet, but I have a liter and a little bit more here, a little bit more in the container, the juice container. I mixed a little bit because if you have several batches, yeah, you have to mix it though everything is one and the same juice. Ingredients have to be all over it. So I taste it now. It looks amazing. It's pretty creamy a juice. Always different when you only juice beets, for example. It's very runny a juice. Only juicing oranges gets only very runny. Carrots also very runny juices. But as soon as you begin softer fruit like plums or so, the juice begins to be thicker, creamier. This one has a lot of plums. It's the main ingredient, plum, beet and basil. That's naturally by the plum a little bit thicker. And it's still a runny juice. And now I'll taste it. That's the most important thing. What's the taste like? Let's see. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Since recently I've used a little bit more lemon. 2 lemons here in this juice for a liter is a lot. But I noticed, especially with the beet, it can use a little bit more lemon. It's a little bit sour then, but it's delicious. A little bit, because the earth is very heavy. The earth flavors are strong flavors, and the lemon makes it a little bit lighter. So it's a little bit more lemon than usual, but I like that. I will do that more. But the rest here, it's a wonderful new flavor with a plum and the basil here. And it really tastes new. The basil is a little bit in the foreground, yeah, but it is nice. Basil tastes wonderful. It wakes you up. Basil is one of the mint family. Mint family is an ancient family of green herbs from the Mediterranean. Have been cultivated for 2,000 years or so, more than that, from the Roman Empire. They had slaves, you know. That's another story. Yeah, but they have these herbs, and all these herbs like oregano, mint, basil, sage, so many. They have all different health benefits, yeah, all different medical uses. and effects on the body, on the system. Basil is the one that wakes you up. Mint, for example, cools you down. Yeah, it's cooling for the summer. Yeah, and so on. They're all different ones. And basil is one in where you can chew on the stem of a basil leaf, a basil stem, and you wake up because there is a substance in the basil that goes into the brain and wakes you up. For children, very nice. You just have a basil stem and you wake up. It's very nice at school, for example. Yeah. So this is a very nice juice of the basil and the plum. You never know what comes out if you model these beet flavors. Yeah, always different. This one is amazing. Hard to describe, you know. You have to try it. Once I might create new names for these flavors. They are all new to me, and I guess not many will know them anyway. But they are wonderful. Yeah, they are really amazing for creating new flavors in a natural way. Yeah, beautiful, right? Beet juices are really amazing. They are so powerful. For example, if you want to make a workout, you want a physical activity with your body, you drink beet or eat beet salad, doesn't matter, 2 hours or so before you work out, and you will have a boost in endurance because of the blood, the red color of the beet and other ingredients. They enhance the ability of your blood to absorb oxygen. The oxygen makes you more durable. So all these things are wonderful. Beet is an amazing plant, and I love my beet juices. They have a special place in my kitchen. I always make the new, especially for the flavors now, as I found out that beet creates these amazing new flavors. It began with the mango. First time I created a new flavor with beet and mango. That was absolutely stunning. I had no idea what that was, how that was possible. Yeah? And then I began with the plums, with the basil, adding more things, and so on and so on. Neutral elements like oranges and carrots that can be added to the beet without changing the flavor so much, but enlarging the base. And so very nice, interesting things. I want to explore more of this, and there's always a nice opportunity on a fasting day. Yeah, I can be fully creative. Also, when I stop now with the video and go to back to my desk, I write and I do other things, make music. Yeah, and there's so many things to be creative, and it's a wonderful opportunity. I don't have to spend so much time in kitchen on these fasting days, so it's also saves a lot of time for me. Yeah? And my body doesn't need to digest, yeah, because the juices, they don't need to be digested. The nutrients go direct into the bloodstream. I do that once a week only because on the other days I have a full wholesome food. That means my digestion has to work to keep me healthy, you know, usually. But once a week I take a day off. That's a Gentle Juice Fasting day. Can highly recommend. It's really good to shut down the system, so to say, for once a week. Yeah, like a long sleep. Yeah, at night we do the same. Yeah, we pause, we rest. You can have the whole day for the whole system to rest and to go inside to explore. That's amazing. It's a wonderful way to heal on a regular basis. As it's gentle, it's easy, it's a delight. So you can keep on doing it. Everybody can do it. Yeah. With drinking juices once a week, there's no health risk, I would say. If you have any doubts, you ask your physician, yeah, about doing that. But otherwise, I don't think there is anything known scientifically dangerous here in gentle juice fasting. Usually, every other kind of fasting has health risks, at least for some people. I don't think that is the case for gentle juice fasting, but if you want to know more about that, you look it up. There are always new studies now about fasting. It's very interesting now for many people. So there are more studies are coming out. Gentle juice fasting is pretty new yet, but to me it's the best way. It's gentle and forever. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If so, you can like my video, subscribe, and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And if you want to know more about gentle juice fasting especially, you can go to a Facebook page. It's called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. Tree Yoga is the style where gentle juice fasting is coming from. It's also called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting or Gentle Juice Fasting. And there is a Facebook page with myself and others, and you can join and learn more about Tree Yoga Moon Fasting, Gentle Juice Fasting. Hope to see you soon.